जय हिंद बच्चों, today we are going to start the next part of journal entry, which is actually what we are going to discuss today, the trade discount and cash discount. So today's topic, what we are going to discuss is the trade discount and cash discount. Trade discount and cash discount. Now one thing you understand better, that what is the meaning of discount. Okay, first you understand the meaning of discount. So देखो, discount is what a simple thing you can explain about discount is relaxation in the price. Suppose you have to pay 100 rupees, but somebody had given 10 rupees relaxation to you, and now you have to pay how much? 90. So the relaxation what you get it in price, that is known as discount. So simple language, if somebody asks to you that what do you mean by discount, very simple. Discount is equal to relaxation in the price. Now there's two type of discount, and both discount motive treatment is different. One is trade discount and one is cash discount. देखो, main motive of trade discount is to prompt the sale. Okay, prompt the sale. If suppose sale is decreasing and the company want to increase the sale, so company is giving the trade discount. Trade discount will be given on cash, just a minute, cash and credit, both. Okay, so whether you purchase the goods, sold the goods on cash, whether you purchase the sold the goods on credit, trade discount will be available on both. Trade discount will be available on cash transaction also, and trade discount will be available on credit transaction also. But what's about cash? Cash discount is given to prompt the cash payment. Okay, suppose the business want more and more cash payment, and for that they are giving some relaxation in the price, that if you are paying in cash you will get it this much relaxation, and because of that person interested to make the cash payment, and that is what cash discount. But cash discount is only available on the cash transaction. It is not available on the credit transaction. And the most important that you have to remember always, that trade discount will not show in the journal. We are discussing the journal chapter, so always remember that trade discount will not show in the journal, but cash discount will show in journal. Let's revise the whole thing one more time. So today's topic is trade discount and cash discount. What is the discount? Simple, relaxation in the price. Sometimes we are getting relaxation and sometimes we are giving relaxation. When we are getting relaxation, that is discount received, and when we are giving relaxation to any other party, that is discount allowed. Now there's two type of discount. One is trade discount and one is cash discount. Trade discount main motive is to prompt the sale. If suppose sale is decreasing, sale is declining, to increase the sale, we are giving trade discount. And what is cash discount? To prompt the cash payment. If suppose you're not receiving cash payment and you want to receive the cash payment immediately or within a short period of time, then you are offering them that if you are making the cash payment, we are giving relaxation in the particular price, and that is what? Cash discount. Trade discount will be given in cash and credit, both transaction, because the main motive is what? To enhance the sale. But cash discount will be only given in the cash transaction. And at the same time, beta, trade discount will not show in the journal. It will be computed, it will be calculated, it will be deducted, but it will not recorded in a trade discount. Similarly, cash discount will show in journal. It means that cash discount will be deducted, calculated, and recorded in journal also. So how the question will come? Let's see and we will understand the question. I hope that you had done practice in journal. If you have still any problem, please ask. Just a minute. Let me search the question first. So here is our first question, beta, for trade discount and cash discount, and I'm just simply recording the transaction. You please record in the proper format. June 4. Bought goods from Dinesh of the list price 50,000 less trade discount at 10%. So first one is you purchase the goods worth rupees beta 50,000. And what is the trade discount? Trade discount is 10%. So how much it will be? 50,000, 10% will be 5,000. So now the goods price is how much? After trade discount, 45,000. Okay. So bought goods from Dinesh of the list price 50,000 less trade discount at 10%. Very simple. Goods price is 50,000. You will find out 10% and it will be how much beta? 50,000, 10%, 5,000, and it will be 45,000 rupees. Now you bought the goods, so what thing is coming in the business? Goods. What's coming? You can see this, bought goods from Dinesh. So when you bought the goods, it is a purchase expense. All the expenses are debit. So purchase account debit worth rupees 45,000, and you purchase from Dinesh beta. You're not paying any amount. It is a credit transaction. So who had given the goods? Dinesh. So debit the receiver and credit the giver. So to Dinesh 45,000. Understand this? We purchase the goods, so we done the expense. All expenses are debit, and we purchase the goods worth rupees 45,000. So 45,000. Who had given the goods? Dinesh had given the goods. So Dinesh had given the goods beta, debit the receiver and credit the giver. So Dinesh will be credited. Now June 7. Goods returned to Dinesh. Okay beta, you see here goods returned to Dinesh. So when you return the goods to Dinesh, who is receiving the goods? Dinesh is receiving the goods. So debit the receiver. So Dinesh debit. And you return the goods. So what thing is going out from the business? Goods is going out from the business. So to purchase return account. Now always remember, when you purchase anything, and when you are returning that, then you will open the account purchase return. Dinesh debit to purchase return. But a list price is 5,000. So list price is 5,000, and when you purchase the goods, you deduct the discount. So when you return the goods, then also you have to deduct the discount. How much? 10%. So it will be 4,500. Yes. You see the transaction. Okay, so goods returned to Dinesh. Dinesh is actually receiving the goods, and when Dinesh is actually receiving the goods, beta, Dinesh debit the receiver, so Dinesh will be debit. And what thing is going out from the business? The goods. So to purchase return. Why purchase return, sir? Because we are returning that goods what we purchase. So to purchase return account 4500. Now how this 4500 come? Goods price was 50,000 and we did 10% and we recorded the goods at 45,000. And when we return the goods, then that trade discount will be also deducted on the time of returning. So here one rule come out. What rule? If we record any transaction at trade discount, then on the time of return, trade discount will again adjust. Okay, write down this. So if we record any transaction on trade discount when it's take place in the business, so whensoever we return the amount, we have to again adjust the trade discount. Similarly, see this, that when we purchase the goods price was 50,000, but when we adjust 10% trade discount and record it at 45,000. So when we return the goods, again we will not record 5,000. We will adjust 10% trade discount, and now goods value what return is 4,500 and 4,500. Now the last transaction, third one. The third one date is June 10. But June 10 is saying that you paid the entire amount, paid cash to Dinesh under cash discount 10%. So first we have to find out that how much amount we have to pay to Dinesh. So let's have some working note. Okay, so working note. We purchase goods from Dinesh. From Dinesh we purchase goods worth rupees 45,000. We return the amount. Minus 4,500. And now how much amount I have to pay? 40,500. And this 40,500 is the amount what we have to pay to Dinesh. But Dinesh had given 2% relaxation. So how much 2% relaxation? 40,500 into 2 by 100 is equal to 810. So finally how much we have to pay? We have to pay 39,690. Okay, let's pass the entry. So when we pay the Dinesh, what thing is going out from the business? Cash. So to cash account. And how much amount will be go beta? 39,690. Why? 45,000 was the Dinesh amount. 4,500 is the amount of return. So net amount what I have to pay is 40,500. Now 40,500, 2% will be how much beta? 810. So the net amount what we paid is 39,690. And Dinesh had given discount to us. So it is received, and discount received is a profit for us. So discount received, and all the profit and gains are credited. So discount received will be 810. And how much amount I have to pay to Dinesh? So Dinesh debit. How much amount we have to pay? 40,500. So Dinesh amount 40,500 is come by from this one. Total 45,000 we purchase, 4,500 we return, and how much amount we have to pay to Dinesh? 40,500. So Dinesh 40,500. Next one is that Dinesh had given 2% cash discount to us, so it will be 810 rupees. Discount will be minus, so we paid net amount 39,690, and discount received is how much? 810 rupees. Discount received is how much, beta? 810 rupees. Getting my point? So by this way we will record the trade discount and cash discount. Any problem, please ask. Okay, you see this complete question on a page. Chalo, we will solve one more question. ठीक है जी, चलो जी, December 5 sold goods to Kamal of the list price 70,000 less trade discount 20%. तो बेटा 70,000 is the price, 20% will become how much? 70,000 20% 14,000, so amount will be how much? 56,000. So sold good to Kamal. Who is receiving the goods? Kamal. So Kamal debit. And what thing? We earn revenue. We can say goods is going out. Okay. So we earn revenue. Revenue is our income. Income is credit. So to sales account. So it will be how much, beta? 56,000 and 56,000. Okay. Now December 9. Kamal returned goods of list price 5,000. देखो, I told you now already कि if we purchase the sold any goods on trade discount. Okay, बच्चा. So if we purchase or sell any goods on trade discount, then if we return the goods and we return on list price, then again we have to adjust the trade discount. So we return the goods worth rupees 5,000, adjust 20% for the same. So we adjusted how much? With 1,000. So total amount is how much? 4,000. So we return the goods to Kamal at the price of 4,000 rupees. Okay. So Kamal returned goods of list price 5,000. Okay, so we sold the goods to Kamal worth rupees 56,000. Kamal is returning the goods worth rupees 5,000. But I told you, again I'm explaining and I'm again revising you. Always remember that whenever any goods which is purchased or sold on trade discount will be returning any goods, then if goods are returned on list price, always remember, then trade discount will be again adjusted. So 5,000 into 20 by 100 minus 1,000, total is coming how much, beta? 4,000. So goods are coming in the business, so sales return account debit. And who is returning? Kamal. So debit the receiver, credit the giver to Kamal. How much, beta? 4,000 and 4,000. Sorry. Now December 14. Kamal paid us 51,000 in full settlement of account. Now see this working note. How much we have to receive from Kamal? We have to receive from Kamal. We sold the goods to Kamal worth rupees 56,000. Kamal returned the goods worth rupees 4,000. So total amount what we have to receive from Kamal is 52,000. But we receive how much, beta? We just receive 51,000. So how much discount we had given to Kamal? 1,000 rupees. So now proceed for the same. So how much cash is coming? 51,000. How much cash is coming? 51,000. So cash account debit 51,000. Debit what's coming? Debit what's comes in. Acha, we had given discount. Now when we had given discount, for us discount is a loss because we had given. So discount allowed account debit 1,000. Cash account debit 51,000. Discount allowed account debit 1,000. 2. Who is giving this beta? Kamal. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. And Kamal is giving worth rupees 52,000. Kamal will settle his whole account and Kamal have to pay how much? Kamal have to pay 52,000. Kamal have to pay how much beta? Kamal have to pay 52,000. Getting my point? So Kamal, just see this 3 transactions combinedly. We sold the goods to Kamal. Kamal is receiver, so debit the receiver. Okay, debit the receiver. What thing is going out from the business? Goods is debit what's coming, credit what goes out. You can see we are earning revenue. All revenue is credited, so to sales account. Kamal returned goods to us. So what thing is coming in the business? Goods. So debit what's coming, sales return account debit. Who had given who returned the goods? Kamal. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. And Kamal returned goods worth rupees what beta? So 5,000 is the list price what is returned. Again we will adjust trade discount 20% and the value what we receive is 4,000 rupees. And finally December 14 is where Kamal paid the transaction in full settlement. So we have to find out that how much we have to receive from Kamal. So we sold worth rupees 56,000. Kamal returned goods worth rupees 4,000. Okay, Kamal returned goods worth rupees 4,000. So total amount what to receive is 52,000. And out of 52, only Kamal paid 51 in full settlement. Account close. So how much cash we receive? 51,000 cash account debit. Debit what's coming. We give the discount of how much beta? 1,000 rupees. And we are giving discounts, so that is loss for us. So discount allowed account debit because all the losses and expenses are debited. And whose account is settled? Kamal. Who is giving this? Kamal. Who is giving this cash? Kamal. So Kamal account is settled by full amount 52,000. Okay, beta. So finally we will proceed for the December 20. So December 20 is how much beta? So December 20 is sold goods to Ram 40,000 at trade discount 10% and cash discount 2%. Ram paid 1/4 amount in cash. Very beautiful question. Very good question. Now you see, in some question you will get it trade discount and cash discount both. You will get it trade discount also and you will get it cash discount also. So sir, which discount we have to settle first? Beta, first everyone have to settle the trade discount, then only we have to settle the cash discount. And cash discount will also settle in that amount or on that amount what is in cash. What is in cash? Either receive, either paid. So chalo ji, proceed for the question. Just a minute. Okay. So sold goods to Ram 40,000 at trade discount 10%. See the working note for the same beta. See the working note. Our goods what we sold worth rupees 40,000. Trade discount is 10%, it means 4,000. So after trade discount, the value is 36,000. And person is paying 1/4 of amount in cash. So 36 is the amount what person have to pay finally, and person is paying 1/4 of that. 1/4 of that. So 36 1/4 is just 9,000. So we will provide a discount on this 9,000 worth rupees 2%. So it will be how much beta? 180. 180, and we will receive how much? 8,820, and rest 27,000 is on credit. So no discount on this 27,000. Understand the 20th transaction again one more time. देखो बेटा, goods value what we sold is 40,000. Trade discount is 10%. So 10% of 40,000 will be how much beta? 4,000. So after trade discount the price is how much? 36,000. Okay, after trade discount the price is how much beta? 36,000. So we can give cash discount on 36,000 if the person is paying in full, but the person is not paying in full. So person will pay only 1/4. Okay, how much person is paying? 1/4. So we will provide the cash discount on that part only, what we are going to receive in cash. So 36,000 1/4 is coming how much? 9,000. So 9,000 we are receiving in cash. So 9,000 2% will be the cash discount, and it is coming how much beta? 180. So 9,000 is the amount what the person is going to pay, and we are offering 180. So person is finally paying how much? 8,820, and still person not paid 3/4. So how the transaction will be? See this very important transaction. How much cash is coming? 8,820. So cash account debit 8,820. How much discount we had given as a loss? So discount allowed account debit 180. And how much person have to pay? Who received the goods? Who received the goods? Ram received the goods. And how much person have to pay more? 27,000. So Ram become our debtors. Ram become our debtors. Debtors is what beta? The person who purchased the goods but not make the payment is known as debtors. So Ram purchased the goods, but still Ram not make the payment of 27,000. So Ram is debtors for us, and debtors are what? Assets, and assets are what? Debit. So Ram debit 27,000. Two. How much worth rupees goods we sold? So we sold the goods worth rupees 36,000. So 2 sells 36,000. Okay, see this transaction. If anyone having any confusion, please ask. Hello. So now, any problem is there, you please ask. Now the next topic what we are going to discuss today is bad debts and bad debts recovered. A bit of bad debts and bad debts recovered. Bad debts is what? Bad debts is treated as a loss. Bad debts is treated as a loss, and bad debts recovered is treated as a gain. Why so? देखो, what is bad debts? Suppose we sold the goods on credit. ठीक है? Sold goods on credit. So the person who take the goods from us and promised to pay not paid the amount. Not paid the amount. So whatever the amount which is not paid by the person who is known as debtors. Okay, so to whom we sold the goods on credit is known as debtors. So if debtors not paid the amount, that amount is actually known as bad debts. Okay, so what we will do, we will close our debtors with the amount bad debts. Ab debtors is what beta? Debtors are the future receipt. Debtors are the future receipt, and all the future receipts are known as assets. All the future receipts are known as assets, and all the assets are known as debit. So when we close this, when we close the debtors, when we close the debtors, when we reduce the debtors, because debtors are not making the payment, so when we reduce the debtors, then that reducement will increase the opposite entry, and it will become what? Credit. So understand this concept better. Bad debts is how the entry will form, we see and we understand. So when we sold the goods on credit, and the person who purchased the goods on credit is known as debtors, and when debtors are not making the payment of transaction amount, then it will be considered as a bad debts. Bad debts is what beta? Loss. All losses are debited. So bad debts account debit. 2. Ab beta debtors. Debtors will decrease because of bad debts. Why so? Because debtors are not making the payment. So debtors are our future receipt. Now future receipt will decrease because some persons are not going to pay. So when future receipts will decrease, assets will decrease. Assets is always debit. But to decrease the debit, we have to make it the opposite entry, credit. So here 2 debtors account in credit side. Actually, sometimes it's also happen that suddenly you receive the amount. Okay, the amount what you think that now it is a bad debts, it will not recover, suddenly that amount you receive. So what thing is coming in your business? Cash is coming in your business. What thing is coming in the business? Cash is coming in the business. So cash account debit. Cash account debit. 2. It is for what? It is for bad debts recovered. Sometimes the bad debts what we treated and we open the account, now the person is making the payment after 1 year, 2 year, whatsoever. So cash account debit to bad debts recovered account. A bad debts recovered is what beta? Bad debts recovered is a gain for a sudden profit, and all the gain is considered as a credit. So cash account debit because cash is coming in, and bad debts recovered is gain, and all the gains are credited. That's why it will be credit. Okay. So when bad debts will be happen, this entry will pass bad debts account debit to debtors, and when we receive the bad debts recovered amount, then this entry will pass cash account debit to bad debts recovered. Sometimes it's also happen then bad debts is not completely not recorded. Suppose debtors have to pay 500, but debtors only paid 300 and 200 not able to pay. So how much cash is coming beta? How much cash is coming? Cash account debit 500 debtors have to pay, but debtors paid how much beta? 300. So cash account debit 300. Now 200 is the loss what the company is done because debtors are not in the position to pay that. So all the losses are debited. That's why bad debts account debit 200 and 2 उस person का नाम, name of the person, 500. Okay. So let's solve one more question on the basis of bad debts topic. Okay, it will help us to clear more. It will help us to learn the more concept of bad debts journal entry. So here it is. Just a minute. Yeah. But we have 3 transactions. You learn this. Okay. Now the first one. Kamal is declared insolvent. Received 70 paisa in a rupee. अब बेटा देखो 70 पैसा in a rupee. It means it is what? It is 100 paisa in a rupee. So out of 100 paisa, 70 paisa received. It means how much received? 70%. From his official receiver on a debt of 2000. Okay. So beta, how much amount? Just a minute. Any technicality is here? Yeah. So beta, how much amount we receive from Kamal? So 70% only we will receive from Kamal as it become insolvent. Insolvent means the person is not capable to pay their debts. So 70 paisa in a rupee, when this line is written, always understand 70 paisa in rupees means 70%. So Kamal have to pay 2000 and Kamal only paid 70%. It means Kamal had paid how much? Beta 1400. So how much cash is coming in our business? Cash account debit 1400. And how much amount not received? 30%. So 2000, 30% will be how much? 600. So the amount what not received is considered as a bad debts. So bad debts account debit 600. Now who had given this amount? Kamal. So to Kamal. How much beta? 2000. We have to close the account of Kamal. 2000. So Kamal was debtor. Kamal was debtor means Kamal was debit. And when we close the amount of Kamal, close the account of Kamal, we have to pass the opposite one. That's why Kamal is credit. This is the one explanation. Easy, you can understand that who is giving the cash? Kamal is giving the cash. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. You can understand by like this also. You can understand that Kamal was debtor. Debtor means Kamal was debit. And when we close the account of Kamal, debit become credit. Now second one. Ram, who owed us 1000, become bankrupt and paid 50 paisa in a rupee. So Ram, who owed us how much? Beta 1000. Become bankrupt and paid 50 paisa in rupees. It means how much person paid? 50%. So how much cash is coming in the second transaction? Cash account debit 1000 rupees. Cash account debit beta how much? 1000 rupees. But 50% only we receive. So we receive 1000 amount we have to receive, but person had given only 50 paisa in a rupee. It means 50%. So person had given only 500. Okay. So listen the second transaction carefully. Ram, who owed us 1000, become bankrupt and paid 50 paisa in a rupee. So person paid only 50%. So person paid 1000 rupees, 50%, it means 500. So how much cash is coming in our business? 500. How much not received? That is our bad debts. So bad debts account debit. How much not received? 500. And who would given the account or whose account is going to close? Ram. So to Ram, 1000 rupees. Okay. Now the third one. Received cash from Mohan 500, whose account was written off as bad debts last year. Beta, what is there in the third one? We had closed one account as a bad debts, but now that person is giving us the amount. So in our business, what thing is coming? Cash is coming. So cash account debit. How much? 500. And that is for what? That is for bad debts recovered. So bad debts recovered is our gain, and all the profit and gains are credited. So to bad debts recovered account 500. Okay. So this is what exactly how we will do the transactions of bad debts. So what is bad debts? The amount what not received from the debtors. And what is bad debts recovered? If we close any account as a bad debts and a person paid later the amount of bad debts, that is what bad debts recovered. So I hope this much is clear to you. Still you have any problem, please ask. And always remember, 70 paisa in a rupee is 70%. Okay, thank you very much. In the next class we will solve another question of journal entry with another concept. Till then, take care and do the study. Thank you.